Last week I was at Cardiff Parkrun, the biggest parkrun I'd ever done, and I thought it'd stay the biggest parkrun I'd done for a while, but 1 week later I'm here in Poole in the south of England where they have an even bigger parkrun. So let's see if we can get close to 1,000 runners at today's parkrun.
There's Delfino Lounge. Head upstairs. I've also spread out some tables there. Grab a coffee, some people can get food, whatever you want to do. One more shout out. Did anyone see the video with Cider Man in it?
Poole Parkrun, we're here as part of a Jog On meetup, and I'm expecting lots of people here because it's also a pacer week. I'll put my glasses up. So they're going to have about 40 of us from Jog On, all the pacers from 16 minutes up to about 40, and all the normal runners. It's going to be a busy parkrun, which is quite exciting. Just done a little bit of the course. It's stunning around that lake. I think we do an out and back to a cricket pitch for a couple of K, then a loop of the lake, and then one more go around the cricket pitch. Absolute pancake flat, all on tarmac, other than the start that I've heard is around some grass. We'll see what it's like around the cricket pitch, I'm not sure. The grass is very squishy, we've had a lot of rain, so that's going to be quite interesting. And I'm just looking at the finish layout here. This is just finish funnels. I thought Cardiff had a lot of finish funnels last week. There's a lot of finish funnel here. So we'll try and see that in full operation. If I run about the same time as last week, I should be in the 30s, so I'm going to start there or thereabouts again on the start line, and we'll see how we go. Beautiful morning for it, sun's coming out, look at this blue sky after all the rain we've had. Perfect morning, so let's go parkrun.
Okay, timekeepers, are you all ready? Okay, everybody, I'm going to count you down. 3, 2, 1, go!
And we are off. Poole Parkrun number 688 is go. And my word, I feel like Mel Gibson in Braveheart. This is an absolutely massive start. One massive long line across the grass, one little white painted line on the grass, so everybody lined up, and then this carnage. I was warned that there might be some race furniture in the street, so there was like bins, lamp posts, a few bits and bobs, so we had to avoid those when we started, and then everybody on the road. But I've got no idea where I am position wise at the moment, I'll be wholly honest. I'll add it on later in the video once I can kind of work out what place I am. But it was mayhem, people everywhere, absolutely loved it. We're going into a double screen here, so you'll see my head cam in the bottom corner, and then some footage of the start filmed by one of the Jog On followers, and I'll explain a bit about Jog On in a minute. So they caught us all coming over to the start, and this is about 200-300 meters in, and it gives you a rough idea of the size of the event that we had today. It was really interesting to see the finishers when I looked at the results afterwards. The first two runners were both age category 11 to 14. So there are some pretty quick lads out here at the front of this race, all running in the 16 minutes or so. And just behind them, you'll see the first orange top that comes past is Louise Small. She is a GB athlete. She'll be on the elite start line at London Marathon in a few months' time. And you see some of the pacers coming through. So, as I said earlier, this is a pacers week as well. And they had pacers from 17 minutes and I think all the way up to 39 or 40. And I don't think I've seen a parkrun that goes down to a 17-minute pacer. So that just shows the speed of this course and the ability of runner that are here, that a 17-minute pacer is needed for the amount of people who come along. And then you start to see here all the people really flowing through at the start area. As for me, you can see in the bottom corner, I'm still jostling for some position. Everybody's trying to fight for some space at the moment. We have got over 1,000 runners here, and everybody's going to be looking for a little bit of space somewhere. There's a big puddle on the course here. Everybody narrows to get around the puddle. You don't want wet feet in the first 400 meters of your parkrun. Now we're just coming up to a sharp 180-degree turn here. Everyone has to check their steps, and then we're round the first lap of the cricket pitch, the first lap of 2. But now we're all in some position, and it's all calming down a little bit. I can mention about the Jog On crew. So if you were there at Poole on the Saturday, you would have seen a lot of people in fluorescent orange, and they are the Jog On vests. The organiser of Jog On, Harry Morgan, was there, and every month or so he tries to organise meetups around the country. So Poole's chance was this week. I know we've got a few coming up over the next few weeks. The Jog On crew is absolutely free to join. If you just look up Jog On YouTube or on Facebook or Instagram, you'll find the groups easily enough. And just come along and say hello. An absolutely lovely bunch of people, all ranges of abilities. From the Swifties who are up at, like I say, Louise was up at the front at 16 minutes. We've got some guys running 17 minutes. We've got people going round at all paces, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s. So it is there for absolutely everybody. The videos are really inspirational. So if you've watched some of the videos, some of them get tens of thousands of views. So it's if you've not seen Jog On YouTube, I really encourage you to go and have a look at some of the videos. There's a great range of different things on there as well. But yet today was a Jog On meetup. I think we had about 40 or so runners there. So the likelihood is you would have seen at least one of us in a fluorescent orange vest out there somewhere. So around this cricket pitch, we went around 1 kilometre. I think my first kilometre was about 3 minutes 44. I run a bit like a metronome, so my timings are pretty much the same around the whole course. I think I was running 3:44, 3:45, 3:46. I got a little sprint finish in me. I did a 3:41 for the last kilometre, but on the whole, I run a little bit like a metronome. So I know that later on in a 5K, I'll start catching up with the people who've gone a little bit too fast, so I don't always worry about having big groups of people in front of me, because I know hopefully I'll pick a few of them off on the way round. So here we go here, we've just finished the lap of the cricket pitch and we're running back now to the start-finish area. So when we go back past the start-finish, that's 2K done, and we start our loop around the lake. I'll keep the video running along here so you can see yourself coming the other way if you're running the other way. This is a nice bit of the course because you get to see pretty much everybody, and it's the first chance you get running back along the traffic to see just how many people there are at this parkrun. Because as you remember, we've got people all the way around the cricket pitch and all of these people here as well. So over 1,000 runners here at Poole today. And it didn't feel overly busy. The start was a bit congested, but yeah, we're like 1.5 kilometres through the run now, and already there's plenty of space. Everybody's got into their rhythm. And look at that sky. Beautiful morning. We were really lucky with the weather. I'll just fast forward this stretch back along to the start finish area. When we get there, that'll be at about 2 kilometre point, and then we start to go for our lap around the lake. Doing a bit of a warm-up, I was a bit worried. It seemed like quite a narrow path around the lake, and I was a bit worried for the numbers if it was a big group of us, but actually it didn't turn out too bad. So we're just going around the side of the car park here, and then we hit this narrowish path around the side of the lake. I mean, look at that sunshine. It was such a beautiful day. I think we were so lucky with the weather. So a lap around the lake was about 1.5 kilometres. I'll fast forward a bit again. There's not a lot happens now around the lake. But when we get a little bit further round, I've actually worked out roughly what position I am. So we'll kick back in there, and then we'll start looking at how the second half of the parkrun goes. So I've worked it out. I'm in about 53rd position at the moment, and we're on the back straight along the back of the lake. This bit was a bit funny. There was quite a few members of public along here and quite a few puddles you can see on the floor. So the path next to the lake is quite narrow, but that had no puddles. And where I am, just out onto the right, was a bit more of a gravelly path, but it was a lot wetter. And that's where a lot of the public were walking as well. So we were trying to bob in and out, try not to get wet, try not to get too crowded along the little path by the lake. But we did all right. We got along. I was picking quite a number of people off along this stretch. It was quite nice. It was a chance to open up the legs. And I'm finally just making it up into the top 50 of the parkrun. which I was quite happy with. I thought I'd be a little bit higher. I thought I'd be up in the 30s, but we're just cracking into the top 50. I think along here there was a little bit of a tailwind, which was quite nice. There wasn't much breeze at all for the day, but I think this bit we had a little bit of a breeze behind. I never felt really hot in the day. I was running in a vest and I had a sleeveless compression top on, short sleeve compression top, and I was all right for temperature, but you can see the lady in front of me just in vest and most people in t-shirts. So although it wasn't roasting hot day, it wasn't really warm, it wasn't that cold either. It was a pleasant running temperature, I would say. Although I'll be honest, I didn't want to fall in that water. That did look pretty chilly. And we went for a walk later on after this, and just over the bank onto the right hand side you get more towards the coast and you can see Brownsea Island. There was quite a big breeze over there, so I think that bank next to us on the right was protecting us from the worst of the wind that was coming in from the coast. So I think we're quite fortunate there. We're just turning to the left now, and this is taking us on the stretch back up to the cricket pitch. I will use this as a small excuse to kind of plug my London Marathon prep. So part of all of the training that I'm doing and trying to get these faster park runs under the belt is that I'm going to be running London Marathon in April, and I'm running for a local charity called FearFree. They're a charity that do work helping people who have been victims of domestic abuse and violence. It's not the most fashionable of charities to run for, but they are such a vital charity and they do really, really key work. So trying to spread the message out and about that these people are offering a facility for anybody who's been a victim of domestic abuse and violence. Don't need to stay quiet, don't need to hide. There are places to go, there are charities that will help you. So I'm hoping to raise at least £2,500 for them while running the London Marathon this year. I'll be doing a lot of local park runs to me. So in the Wiltshire area, I'll be running with a green flag, because that's what you look for in relationships, green flags. So I'm going to be doing the loop of the park runs near me. I've already done Melksham a few weeks ago with a flag, and you'll be able to see me at park runs like Bath, Thalston, Southwick, Quakers Walk, hopefully over the next couple of more, months with the green flag, promoting the charity and promoting the fundraising. We've just come off the loop of the pond, so we are heading back now for our second loop around the cricket pitch. So we've got another nice bit of straight along this first kilometre of the route again, the start-finish straight. And then we'll take this 180 turn again to do our lap around the cricket pitch. We're about just over 3.5k here. We're back round, it's starting to cloud over a bit. You can see even in the 15 minutes or so we've been running, it's been clouding over, so we were really lucky with getting the best part of the day when we were running. I think I'll go through 4 kilometres just around here in about, again, 3:44, 3:45. So pretty consistent pacing all the way around. Let's do a little speed boost around the cricket pitch and we'll catch up in a second. Now I do get a little bit stuck behind this pair running here at the moment. Although it looks quite wide, I was struggling to find a little gap to get through. Every time I thought I saw a little bit of a gap, they kind of closed it off. I didn't want to start bobbing and weaving the long way round on the path, so I slowed down just a little touch and I just about get past them on the corner just up ahead. But they were kind of doing that surging a little bit, so they'd slow down, surge up. So every time I was just about to pass, they put on a little bit of a surge. And I don't run like that, so I knew my time would come across the corner here and I'll get them on the corner up at the top. And then we've got about an 800 metre stretch to go. And this is where my lack of a proper kick really hits me. I'm in 45th position here. I pick up a couple of spots. So I move up to 42nd place. I pick a few people off. But in the end, I actually end up back in 46th. So that real sprint finish, yeah, I'm getting older in years, but I'm sure I can still work on it and still try and pick up another few seconds in these last couple of 100 meters. But you see here, up in 40 seconds, I'm reeling in the guy in front of me as well. So he came past me quite early on at about 2k mark. I've kept him in my sights most of the way. I do draw him back in, but yeah, not enough to get past him. And then all the young guns come past me. But it's good to see all the runners coming the other way. Again, it's quite a social course. You do spend a lot of time seeing people coming the other way, and it's great to get waves, especially when we were doing our Jog On meetup and there were lots of people in the same colour vest as us, so we were able to support each other all the way around the course, and I really enjoyed that element of it. I'll take this opportunity to say a massive thank you to all the volunteers, all the marshals, everybody who helped make Parkrun a success. There was 40 or 50 odd marshals and volunteers that make Poole run. Just looking at the finish and the amount of barcode scanners and finished funnel support and everything like that, it's fantastic. So thank you to everybody who helps. Without you guys, we don't have a Parkrun, so it is very much appreciated. Another one of these courses where you can't quite see the finish line until you're almost on top of it, so it's just behind that tree. Digging in now. Just trying to make sure nobody else overtakes me on the final little straight in, but I'm fine. And I'm through into the finish tunnel. 18:50 today. We've then got to navigate the super long finish funnel system. Completely understand why they need it when you've got 1,000 runners. It worked absolutely smoothly. When I saw it later when my rest of my family finished and they got funneled through and they had no issues at all. It all seemed to run nice and smoothly. There's me checking my ticket going 46th, my word. Thank you to the young lad for scanning me in. Good work, that man.
You should do that the whole way.
Come on, Klein!
Try.